Hey CraighCraft, what's up? It's I, Saturn, lead developer and director. Today, I'm just gonna be doing a little tutorial for you guys so that you guys know what to do on the first day. Or if you're new to the server, this is how you will figure out how the server is like, what plugin it runs on, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's get started. So as you guys know, the IP is play.craycraft.com. Beautiful name. Beautiful IP, you know, CraighCraft. Okay, let's join in. We gotta load in. So the thing is that when you first join in, there is a resource pack that you have to download. Okay, so when you join in, you get a basic kit of stone tools, bread, a shield, and book, and a boat. Now you will start with 2,500. I have 1,800 right now because. Hang on, let me just make sure. Yeah, I have 1,800 because I've been sending money before this video. But yeah, so basically, once you get in, you're gonna be at spawn, or the hub, right here. You can see there's a market. It's not done yet, but we'll get this finished. You're gonna see a market. You're gonna see a nice building. You can go outside. There's a boat over there, you know, castle. Here's Meadow, right? You're gonna have to click on Meadow. What is Meadow telling you? Explore the world of Scotland with /Cray. Return anytime to the hub with /hub. So what you're going to do is you're going to do /Cray to first go into the Scotland world. Remember that. Because we no longer have a custom or actual generated world. Alright, sorry if the thing is going in and out. Alright, so here, this is the first part, and we've made it to the world of CraighCraft. Alright gamers, next thing is the lands plugin. This is like literally what our whole server is built upon. The lands plugin, it's kind of like Towny, but way better. I know a lot of you guys know what Towny is, hopefully, because it's like the most used, but let's get started with lands. So when you get in, here we're at the spawn of the Scotland world. You obviously got to RTP in order to make your nation, or you could just walk out and find a spot, but I recommend doing /wild. /wild is basically an RTP. So basically, we've ended up in this meadow, it looks like. Let's walk around a bit. Let me just find a little spot. And let's get started with the most important thing with making your first town. What is it? It is how to create a claim. So to create a claim, you got to do /LA, create, and then you enter a name. So let's say I want to be, I don't know, Saturnville. I'm going to enter Saturnville, and boom, here comes my town. Now, I'm telling you, it will cost money. Every time you make a claim, it is not going to be free. It's only free for me because I have op on the server. But if you are doing it, you need a certain amount of money. It will tell you, I don't know what the current amount is to make a claim, but yeah, so this is how you make a claim by doing LA create. Pretty simple. Hang on, let me just look at my player guide, because that's where I put the information on a bunch of this. Okay, so basically, yes, you can make a claim, but you see it's green, right? Oh, I don't like green. Let's say I like red. What you can do is, I think you got to pay money, but you can do /lands rename, or you could do LA rename. And let's say you want it red. So I'll show you here what the Minecraft color codes are. These are all color codes that all work. You can use multiple ones, or you can just use one. I'm going to use one for today. I'm going to use dark red, which is and4. So let's do and4. I want to do Saturnville now. And I just got to put money in, and I don't have that money. Let me just cheat some money. Let me give myself 10,000. Hey guys, don't worry. I gotta pay. Don't worry. It's 10,000 for some reason, but that will be fixed. Now, let me rename it, and boom, it's red. That's simple. You will see people with colored names, and I hope you look back at this video and remember this specific scene, because I know a lot of people complain about how to color their towns names. But yes, that's how you do it. Okay, so. You can rename the claim name by the same way. So, I mean, I gotta give myself 10,000 again, but let's just deposit the money. Oops, let's deposit. LA rename, and let's name it Saturntopia now. And boom, that easy, that simple, crystal clear. Okay, so when you make a claim, guys, you're not going to be able, I mean, your citizens won't be able to destroy blocks, place anything, or do whatever, because they're not trusted in the claim. Now, we see over here, my good friend ICO. ICO, come over. ICO. Or I didn't even spell it right. Come on. So here's my buddy ICO. Now, let's say, yeah, I mean, he's opt right now, but let's say he's de-opt. He's like one of your members. He wants to build here. He wants to join the town. Now, always remember to invite your members. You can't have a town without inviting anybody. Let's just say we want to invite him. We do the command /LA trust and his username. ICO, you can do default or you can do all, and boom. That's simple. But for me, you can see how I instantly did it. But when you do it, remember, it's going to send a request to that person, and they will have to accept that request. They cannot just automatically join. Okay, so I'm going to do some world building. Let's say I'm going to build my beautiful mansion. Here's my mansion/palace. This is where I live. Oh, no, I don't want to be the owner anymore. Okay, so here's my beloved friend, ICO. ICO. I want you to be the next owner, okay? Oh, you got a rose for me. That's great. Okay. Now, what to do? Oh shit. You see the chat. Okay. What you can do is you do /LA set owner and the player's username. You do confirm. Now I did that to ICO, and remember, for me it's instant because I have opt. For you, it will send a request to the other player. There we go. Now he's the owner, and I am just a normal member in this claim now. Okay, let me ask ICO here to give me owner. I will punch him over it. Give me owner. There we go. I'm the new owner now. Okay. Now, you need to, when you make your claim, you can either stay 9 chunks, which is what it's at right now. That's the default amount. You see, it's 9 chunks. But I know you definitely want to expand. Why would you have a 9-chunk claim with literally 1 house? Why not expand? Why not make a mega city or even a freaking city state? How do you expand? Oh, like this. You do /claim. And boom, that's it. You claim a chunk. And remember, for me, I have op. So you have to pay to claim a chunk. Now, let's say you make a claim and you have like 7 chunks due to a bug. You're going to get 2 chunks for free, and after that, you got to pay. I believe the rate is around 150 to 200 right now. I'm pretty sure. But yes, so that's how you claim a chunk. If you want to claim automatically, just do claim auto. And if you walk around, you're going to claim chunks. What is ICO doing? You got this, you know, we're expanding. We're expanding the city state. Let's expand it a bit more. And let's say I want to turn it off now. Claim auto. Done. These other things, I don't think they're that important. You can figure them out on your own. They're not a really big thing. But yeah, that's how you expand your claim. A very cool feature with the Lands plugin is roles. Basically, in my town, I can create unlimited roles just for anybody. Now, how to do that? You could do /LA or /lands. Let's say I want ICO to be my recruiter, right? And there's specific like permissions that you can give to them. Now, let's go to roles. We already have tenant, admin, member, nation, ally, and untrusted. Let's say you want people all over the world to TP to your claim. What you can do, you have action flags. You can have teleport to spawn. You can check out these other ones. You can do no damage, place blocks, break blocks. You have all these permissions. You can enable them, disable them, do whatever. Just saying, this is for everyone. Untrusted means everyone. You also have management flags. This is more of like the important things where like you can trust people, add to the claims like balance. But basically what I want to do here is I have admin, but I don't want to give admin because it has some pretty important permissions. I just want to give my beloved friend ICO here a role where he can just add people to the claim. So I'm going to just call it recruiter. We have the role done. You can do shift left click to bring it up. Let's just do that. I want it above admin. And look, management, trust players, enable. Do these matter? No, I just want him to trust players. That's how you do it. Pretty simple. But he doesn't have the role yet. You go to player management now. You go to members. You have ICO, then you shift left click to promote. I don't want him as admin. Do it again, recruiter. Boom, there you go. Okay, pretty important thing. Well, not exactly it's on CraighCraft, but usually you can do land spawn or LA spawn with lands plugin. Now maybe on some good weeks or some nice special event weeks we'll enable it, but usually it will be disabled because we want to encourage more travel and more transportation. But what you can do is if you want to set your spawn, just do LA set spawn wherever you want. Do that, pretty simple. If I do LA spawn Saturnopia, I come here, pretty simple. Okay, we have ICO here, world building for us. But while he's world building, I want to expand my nation. Well, no, I'm wrong. Want to know why? I have a claim, I have a settlement, but I don't have a nation yet. Now, for you guys who don't understand, if you make a claim, if you make a land, right, a normal land, that is not a nation. That is just a claim. It has no protection. It's not official. It's just a claim. That's it. It's just a spot. Here's how you make a nation. So with nations, usually you could do /n. I think you guys can still do that because for opt people, there's another plugin that blocks that. But, what I'm gonna do is, hang on, let me just kill this zombie. Okay, what you can do is /nations. Oops, what am I typing? Nations, create, name. What do I want my new nation's name to be? Let's just say Uruk or Uruk from the Mesopotamian scripts like Gilgamesh. All right, eco set Saturn XP. Let me give myself 30,000. This is not something you guys will be able to do. This is a op only thing. Let me deposit this money and set it today. Time set day. Oops. Zombies everywhere in Scotland. Goodness. All right. Anyways, let's make my nation of Uruk. Boom. There we go. That's simple. Really simple to make a nation. Now, I made the nation, but just like in the beginning, how I said you can rename your town and change the color, you can change the color of this nation. What I do is N. Oops, I didn't N. Nations, rename. Let's just have it in red again. And I can do Uruk. But let's say I want to change the name, but also keep it red. I will name it Saturnia. Boom. There we go. Saturnia. Red. Now, there's our nation. That's how you do it. Change the color and change the name. How do you add more people to your nation? Now, you can have a one-claim nation, but let's say you have more members who have more towns that are a part of your nation. You got to invite them to your nation. Now, I'll show you guys what it looks like on the blue map. It will be red. Hopefully it's red. That will show where your nation is and how many people are part of your nation. Now, people can have red again, but it doesn't really matter. But I have ICO go out and make a new town for me, right? I want him to go make a new claim. He doesn't have a nation, so I will trust him. In the next clip, I'll show you how to trust people into your claim. Or your nation, I mean, sorry. Okay, so it says current place, Uwu. That is ICO's new claim. He just made it. I want him in my empire. What do I do? /nations trust Uwu. It will send him an invite. Now for this won't bypass because this is a more advanced thing. All right, there we go. Uwu join. Now it says Saturnia. I'll show you what it looks like on the blue map. That's what it looks like when someone else joins up. There you go. That's how you trust people. And I recommend doing this so that it's not confusing, it's well organized. Like making a nation is pretty important because when you make a nation, there is a protection around your nation for like people who make their normal claims. Now let's say you have a claim, just like how Uwu was, without a nation. People can claim right next to it and literally surround you. Would you want that happening? Would you want people to surround you so you can't claim out? No! Make a nation. It's that simple, guys. But yes, there you go. Okay, so in our final thing for Lance, this is like the final major thing, and I'll get to the little things that are not that important, but let's say ICO left us, or I kicked him out, and I want to war him. Now, you won't be able to do wars by yourself. You gotta contact staff, of course. But you can set relations. That's a pretty big feature with lands. I will untrust Uwu, and boom, they're out. They got kicked out. They're no longer there. But let's say we have tensions and I want to war him in the future. What I can do now is I can do nations, relations, enemies, add, Uwu. And then, yes, there we go. It doesn't send a request, but it tells everybody that we are enemies. Now, when people look at my nation, when they look at our relations, they see enemy and Uwu, and they can figure out more about Uwu. And that's pretty much it, guys, for lands and for the most important thing on CraighCraft. Now, I will say we do have jobs and a auction house, but it's pretty simple. You can contact me at SaturnXP in the Discord server, or Metanolam, or Zethal for more help. Oops, I just died. Oh yeah, when you die, we have graves, by the way. But yes, let me just show you jobs. You can go to jobs, pick a job. You only can do one job in a day. Auction house, just do auction house. You can auction your items by just doing, I think it's set price or sell. I'm not too sure. Again, you could contact us for these things. But yes, that's pretty much it. I will say these final things are like the less important features of lands, but basically with lands, Eco Set, Saturn XP 2500, you have a claim balance. There's no need to store your money in your normal balance if you can put it in your claim balance, because what we have is something called upkeep. Upkeep is where you have to pay in order to keep your claim alive, or else it'll get deleted. It's more of a tax system so that, you know, it's not like we have inactive claims just there laying around. It's a bit more fair for those who want to make claims, but they have no space. But basically what you can do is you can do lands, deposit, or LA deposit, and I want to do all, and boom, it's in my claim. I can do LA balance to check it. If I want it out, LA deposit, LA withdrawal, sorry. Oops. And I wanted 2, and boom, I got 2 back. Pretty simple, guys. But yes, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. I do hope that you learned something, and I do hope that you make a successful clan, make some great roleplay. I think ICO also wishes the best. ICO? Okay, I'm gonna run. This ICO guy, yeah, he deserves to be kicked out.